everyone? It's Slatter with GTA Sports, and welcome to another edition of GTA's ISO Mode. Make sure you follow GTA Sports Network and GTA Heat Check on social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, GTA Sports, and don't forget GTASportsNet.com for all things in the world of sports. Now, before we get into today's ISO Mode, make sure you check out our sponsors. New Age Elements. It's hoodie jogger season. Yes, I'm suited and booted today, but for those who are wearing and rocking the hoodies and joggers, New Age Elements is the place you need to be. Get the Heat Check joggers. We got hats, t-shirts. Get the New Age Academy Elements, all right? NAElements.net. Get your hoodies and joggers today. And if you need any videography, photography needs, make sure you check out Magic Shots. High quality value for the right price. You can tell Ty sent you. Check out Magic Shots. Now, this video is long overdue. I'm going to talk about the home team. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, for those of y'all that don't know. I'm talking about the Indiana Pacers. Now, there's a lot to unpack here. ISO modes, usually about 10 minutes because everybody's attention span is about this long. So I don't want to keep you too long. So I'm going to try to unpack this with the time that I have. Bennedict Mathurin, the Pacers rookie, is showing nothing but promise. Even though the Pacers are 1-4 right now and they're 13th in the Eastern Conference, do not let the numbers in the standings fool you. This is a rebuild, ladies and gentlemen. Success does not happen overnight. To my Pacer fans, the cold-blooded gang out there, hold your head. I salute you. Your team is doing what it needs to do. I wish the Pacers thought of this sooner. Because for the longest, they've been a mediocre team making the playoffs and getting knocked out in the first round, running into LeBron multiple times. Now, granted, they had a few chances in the early 10s, when the Miami Heat were running things, the Heatles, if you will. But fast forward to today, Tyrese Halliburton, Bennedict Mathurin, that's your future. Oh, and Chris Duarte. Let me not disrespect and leave him out of this. Those three guys and whoever you build around those three is your future. Jalen Smith, if you re-sign and commit to him at the power forward position, great pickup. Isaiah Jackson, can't go wrong with that. These are good picks. I wish DeAndre Ayton had got the offer that the Pacers let out for him. I was hoping Phoenix didn't match it, but they did because he was restricted. But maybe you can get him down the road once he becomes a free agent again, or if he demands another trade. Maybe you can work something out with Phoenix, move some pieces. You got some young pieces, you guys. Got a lot of pickup from the Brogdon trade. Again, you can make an offer, some picks, and work something out to get DeAndre Ayton out of Phoenix, because I don't see him staying there too much longer. Phoenix is about to implode at any given moment. But back to the Indiana Pacers. This is what a full rebuild looks like. Your team's gonna suck for 3 to 5 years, but it's okay because you're basically tanking for all the right reasons. You're not tanking because you have a successful roster, a team full of talent, and a bad coach. Rick Carlisle is what he is, and nepotism is at its finest, being that he's very tight and very well with Larry Bird due to him being here before, a la Steve Clifford. Even though Rick Carlisle has had more success than Steve Clifford, I can't compare the two coaches. They are different. However, during this rebuilding process, Rick Carlisle will probably remain the head coach unless he decides to retire, because he is getting up there in age and he hasn't won a championship since 2011 with the Dallas Mavericks, which was lightning in a bottle. Okay? Miami should have won that series, but we'll leave that alone. The team is young, hungry. They're going to fight, but they're going to lose a lot of games. But it's okay, because Bennedict Mathurin has the heart. Tyrese Halliburton has the talent. Chris Duarte has the star power. That it factor. If you keep these guys together and they mesh, and the chemistry is right, you build around and you draft up, because the only way you're going to get real talent there is if you draft. Or, because I don't see too many free agents wanting to come play in Indiana. I don't see too many people clamoring to come here. It gets cold. We have some cold winters, okay? It's cold outside. You didn't hear me earlier with the New Age Elements? You got to get hoodies and joggers. It's cold out here, all right? So not too many players want to play here. They come through and visit, but they don't want to live here. Your best bet is get a good draft position, get some lottery picks to build around the three that I just mentioned. Duarte, Mathurin. These are your guys in Halliburton, because they're showing you they got the talent. But it's going to take strategic team building, chemistry has to be on point. Where do I see the Pacers landing this year? If the Russell Westbrook trade goes down, I don't think it will for obvious reasons, between hamstring issues, Westbrook's $47 million contract that has to get bought out, whether the Lakers are going to pay a portion and the Pacers pay a portion, whether the Lakers give up both draft picks or just one. All of these things matter. There's so many moving parts in that deal. But if it does go down, make sure, listen, if you're the Pacers front office and you're watching this video, do not let the Lakers leave that meeting without giving up 2027 and 2029 first-round draft picks. You need them. You're the Indiana Pacers. You need whatever first-round lottery picks teams offer. That's the only way you're getting out of the dark ages. We've been here before. Those who have forgotten, do you not recall wasting Danny Granger's prime years losing a lot of games? Danny Granger was a generational talent. Unfortunately, by the time the Pacers became decent enough to compete again, Danny Granger's knees were done. So I've seen this before. This team has a vicious cycle of building up to compete and getting knocked out in the first round for a few years. It's like 5 years of first-round knockouts, 5 years of missing the playoffs. 5 years of first-round knockouts, 5 years of it's a vicious cycle. Larry Bird comes in and out every 5 years or so and does what he does. And y'all opinion on him, I'm not even going to address that. I'm just going to leave it at that, Larry Bird. But this team has to build from the ground up, from the draft up, basically. And at best, this year, as competitive as the Eastern Conference is now, the Pacers at best can be an 11th or 12th seed, basically where they are right now. Philly's down there right now at 1-4. I don't see that lasting. I think Philly's going to hit their stride once they figure out the new pieces and incorporate them in what they did last year. Boston is going to do what it's going to do. Brooklyn's going to do what they're going to do. Milwaukee's going to do what they do. Miami as well. These are teams that are guaranteed to make playoff positions. Same ones that made it last year, basically. Atlanta may find their way in. Charlotte, if they can get it together once Melo gets back from injury. But these are all teams that the Pacers, at this current moment, don't have the parts to compete. Now, granted, Miles is injury prone. I don't know if the team trusts Goga just yet to take that full-time center role. That's what DeAndre Ayton was for. That's why they wanted him so bad, because he can play that role, no problem, and he's durable. He doesn't get hurt like that. Hopefully you guys can get him down the road if he demands a trade this offseason. If, something happens with the Phoenix Suns front office, with all the stuff they got going on. Hopefully you can get him. I think he would have been a great addition to what you have right now, with Mathurin, Halliburton, and Durante. So I'll be watching you games. I'm going to be at some of the Pacers games this year for sure, just to see. Because even the first 3 or 4 games, all the games have been pretty, they've been outside of the Philly one. The Philly one was a beatdown. But other games like the Spurs game, for example, they were close. You guys, when you have a young team, they don't know how to close. So once they learn how to close, learn how to mesh, and make sure the chemistry is on point, I see the Pacers at least getting an 11th seed. They may even make the play-in, depending on if somebody that I mentioned earlier falls out of contention. But that's my take on the Indiana Pacers. So if you enjoyed this ISO moment, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel GTA Sports. Follow us on GTA Sports Network, GTA Heat Check on all social media platforms. Again, this is Ty Slatter with GTA Sports. And until next time, take care.